Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. So we're here today for a Scottish game. As I keep saying, we are trying to involve all UK fans of all UK clubs. So we're here today to give some support and some consideration to the Scottish Football League with Dundee playing Celtic at Tannadice. This is a good fixture. And it didn't end very well last time they played at this ground. So I've got to be honest, guys. I am probably going to be a little bit biased in this game with respect to the fact that there is such a massive gap between these two clubs financially. It's absolutely ridiculous. And one thing that I intend to throw my passion behind when we're building the Fandom project is trying to bring some togetherness to the Scottish fan community to try and get change with the SPFL, because there is just basically not enough investment being shared equally between the clubs in the Scottish Premiership. And as we know, Scottish football, two clubs very much the powerhouses in that league, Rangers and Celtic, and the rest of the clubs scrapping for scraping around and scrapping around for the scraps from the table, basically. And I don't agree with that one bit. So I'm sorry, guys. I may come across, I will try my best to be neutral, but I may come across as a little bit biased towards Dundee United today, simply because Celtic just, they're a fantastic club, fantastic fans, no question about it. But as far as I'm concerned, Celtic need to be showing more of their power in Europe, and they have not been doing. So therefore, I don't necessarily agree that they are such a great club in respect of the domination they show in Scotland, but that doesn't translate into Europe. So like I say, guys, I will do my best to be neutral, but I might find it a little bit difficult because, as I say, I can't help it, guys. My natural football instincts are to go with the underdog, and Dundee United today, very much the underdog in this game. But hopefully we're in for a cracker. Hopefully it won't be a one-sided game. With Dundee playing at home, let's hope that they can at least compete with Celtic as best possible. But like I say, guys, financially, there is a huge gap between these two clubs, massive. And something that really irritates me as a football fan is the fact that the SPFL sit back and allow this distance between the two clubs, between the clubs in the Scottish Premiership, to be so massive. So yeah, but like I say, I will do my best to be neutral as much as possible, but it might not be easy as the game progresses. So the game has kicked off, 30 seconds in. Celtic already with an early chance of getting forward and a shot on goal, but it's high and wide over the bar. If you guys just join us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. To all you Scottish fans, please do feel welcome to come and get involved. Yes, I am English, but I don't have any bias against Scottish football. I am very much a football fan, and I love all football. I don't believe in hating Scotland or anything like that. I'm very much a respectful football fan. I respect the football in Scotland, and I also respect the passion that Scottish football fans bring to the game. So like I say, I could have built this channel very much to stick to English football, but I didn't want to. I love Scotland. It's a beautiful country, great people, very passionate football community. So like I say, the channel I'm building is to involve you guys, but it's up to you guys whether you want to discriminate against me because I'm English, or whether you want to embrace the idea of the Fandom project and what I'm trying to do. So guys, we've got a throw-in on the far side early on for Dundee United, and I have to be making sure I remember to say that because Dundee is a town with two very passionate fan bases of two passionate clubs. And they don't like the confusion being associated with each other. If you just join us, guys, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. As I say, should hopefully this will be an enjoyable fixture. Celtic currently in possession roughly on the halfway line, just passing it about amongst themselves. And the long ball forward, but it's cut out by the goalkeeper for Dundee United. And Dundee will now look to build again from the back to see if they can get forward themselves. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. FIFA King, Celtic going to win all day, every day. Well, obviously, welcome to the Fandom Project, mate. Great to see you. You're entitled to your opinion. Yes, there's a very good chance that Celtic will win this game. But that's not because Dundee are a bad team. It's because there is a massive gap in finance between these two clubs. So it's okay for Celtic fans to shout loud and proud about how great they are and how much of a distance there is between themselves and the other Scottish club. But you don't show that distance as a club in Europe. So therefore, in my opinion, Celtic fans should just calm it down a little bit with their arrogance towards other Scottish clubs. It's fine dominating the Scottish Premiership, but you don't show that domination in Europe, which shows that you're not the greatest club that you think you are as a fan base. It is a fantastic club. I've nothing but respect for Celtic as a club and very passionate fans. But like I say, one thing that does bug me with the Celtic fan community is the fact that they like to bang on about how great they are, but they don't show it in Europe. So it's fine to dominate the Scottish League, which has a massive difference in finances right across the division. But it's easy to dominate the league when you're earning 3 times as much money as all the other Scottish clubs. I'm sure that if you put most English clubs into the Scottish Premiership, they would probably dominate it because they have big fan bases and a bigger financial pot to tap into. So it's not really nothing to be proud about dominating the Scottish League when all the other clubs except for one are financially restricted and don't have the resources to compete at the top level. But like I say, guys, you can take offense to that opinion, or you can respect that I'm just giving you the honest opinion and an honest assessment of the reality of the Scottish League. But I'm not here to criticise the Scottish League. I'm here to try and give some consideration to the Scottish League and help the fan community in Scotland feel involved in our project. So like I say, guys, hopefully this will be a good game and we'll watch it with as much respect as we can. Dundee with another throw-in on the far side, midway inside their own half of the pitch. So far, we're 5 minutes into the game, guys. The most of the activity very much in the Dundee half of the pitch at the moment. But yeah, like I say, FIFA King, you are welcome to your opinion, mate. I respect your opinion. I just I don't think it's a very respectful one to other Scottish clubs. Like I say, mate, easy to dominate a league when every other club in it is weaker than you. So, yeah. But thank you very much for coming and getting involved. Stephen Allen, hello, Gaz. How's it going, Stephen? Great to have you with us, mate. Obviously, appreciate the great work you do behind the scenes, mate. Thank you very much for getting involved in the chat. Always great to see you popping up in the chat talking. So, Celtic on the ball at the minute, guys. With Joe Hart at the back, the goalkeeper, just playing the ball forward. But Dundee United are just trying to press a little bit there from the front. But Celtic able to keep possession quite easily without too much pressure coming from Dundee. But as you can understand, Dundee for keeping themselves very compact. So far in this one. So I'm just going to show the team news with you guys. Just bear with me a second. There we go. It should come up in a second. There we go, guys. There you go. Should be able to see the team news. As you can see, Dundee going with 5 at the back, 3 in midfield, and 2 up front. Celtic with a 4-3-3 formation. So that gives you a little bit of an indication of the massive difference between these two sides. That Dundee United feeling the need to go with 5 at the back to try and keep Celtic out. And that's totally understandable because, like I said, guys, there's a massive gap between these two clubs financially. It's shocking that the SPFL are not doing more to try and rectify that situation. And here it goes. Honest, this thing is a nightmare. As soon as you load it up, it decides to refresh itself. Come on. There we go. So yeah, so as I say, guys, Celtic with a very attack-minded formation, as you would expect. But yeah, like I say, well, hopefully Dundee United will be able to try and give a good account of themselves. Maxime, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Maxime saying, did you see LFC and are you watching Wrexham and West Ham? No, mate. I'm watching Dundee United and Celtic because obviously we're Football Fan Den UK. So we do obviously cover a lot of English football, as I'm sure you guys will know. If you check out the channel, you can see we cover a lot of English football. But we do try to give some coverage also to Scottish football because we want the Scottish fan community to feel welcome. We're doing our best to try and make the Scottish fan community feel welcome. Like I say, yes, I'm English and I could be very biased and just stick to English football, but I'm a football lover and I want the Scottish fan community to feel welcome and to come and get involved in what we're trying to do with the Fan Den project. It obviously not always going to be a success because some of the Scottish fans love to hate the English. That is their prerogative. Me personally, I'm not like that. I just enjoy football. But no, I'm sorry, mate. Unfortunately, no, I'm not watching the other game that's on at the minute. And unfortunately, no, I did miss the Liverpool game. I did want to actually watch that game, but unfortunately, I've been busy catching up on some stuff on social media and had a little bit of an unnecessary issue on social media. Which has unfortunately massively distracted me today. But not to worry, we will be covering English football plenty more. Don't worry about that, mate. I think there's a game on tomorrow night. I'm not sure which one it is off the top of my head. I think, let me just check which game is on tomorrow night. What game is it? Yes. Yeah, Derby County West Ham in the FA Cup tomorrow night. So we will be we're looking to cover that, mate. We'll be looking to cover that. But like I say, do a lot of English games, but want to also try and welcome the fans of Scotland to the Fan Den project where we can. Hope that they want to be involved in what we're trying to do. They need really a project like the Fan Den project because there is so much imbalance in Scotland. But like I say, we can only do what we can to try and make them feel welcome and involved. At the end of the day, it's up to them whether they embrace that and whether they really want change in Scottish football in the future. But thank you very much for that, Maxim. Great to see you, mate. Apologies that I'm not covering an English game today, but like I say, normally trying at a weekend, normally try and cover a bit more football. It would have been actually live streaming the Liverpool game today earlier on if I've been able to, but unfortunately, moderator Stevie wasn't available today. And considering all the times that Stevie makes himself available for all the games that we cover, we have to work together a little bit from time to time and be understanding that last weekend we did back-to-back streams on Saturday and Sunday, but obviously cannot cover every game all the time, every weekend. But thank you very much for that, Maxime. Sorry if it disappoints you that we're not covering an English game today, but we will be back to English football tomorrow. Maxime also saying, are you watching West Ham tomorrow. Yes, yes, mate. We'll be doing that game tomorrow. West Ham v Derby. So yeah, we will be covering that one tomorrow. Like I say, the obviously today just not just limited time today. Like I say, try and cover as much games as possible, but sometimes it's just difficult with personal stuff going on, and obviously always need a moderator on the live streams as well. So have to account for things that Stevie has going on as well. Cross comes in deep for Dundee, but it's gone past everybody. Way too much pace on the ball, and it's gone out on the far side for a goal kick to Celtic. Have you guys just joined us? Please do hit that like button and come and get involved in the chat. It would be great to hear from you. Yes, I am English, but I am not biased against Scottish football. I very much appreciate that Scottish football fans are just as passionate as the English fan community. So, like I say, that is part of the reason why we're trying to help Scottish fans feel involved in the Fandom project. Cross comes in for Dundee, but it's cleared by Celtic, and now Celtic on the ball deep inside their own half as they look to move up the pitch. And Dundee managing to stop that momentum, and now we've got a stoppage for a foul. The referee there with a stoppage. Let's hope the referee today gives a respectful performance, a professional performance. That's what we want to see. Those of you that are aware of Scottish football, there is big question marks about the referee standards in Scotland with regards to bias towards Celtic and Rangers. A lot of the football community in Scotland that isn't fans of Celtic and Rangers feel that some of the referees show disrespect towards other clubs with an agenda. I have seen evidence of it myself. Oh, and a good opportunity there for Dundee, but it's ended up just a bit too high and hitting the top of the net there of the goal, but just didn't dip down enough to curl underneath the bar. But a good effort there from Dundee United trying to get an opportunity on goal. Ball out on this near side for a throw-in. Still 0-0, guys. 15 minutes gone. Throw-in at the moment in front of the dugouts, almost level with the halfway line for Dundee United. Dundee on the ball. Ball chipped forward. And it's gone out again on this near side for another throw-in, but this time to Celtic. Celtic now moved the ball out to the far side of the pitch, coming down that far side, looking to try and stretch Dundee's defence. They're into the box. Cross comes in right across the face of goal, but it's gone past everyone, and comes out on this near side for another throw-in to Dundee United. So throwing up the field towards the halfway line from Dundee United. I have to keep reminding myself to say that. If you guys know anything about Scottish football, you'll know that Dundee and Dundee United don't like being confused with each other. Celtic in possession on the halfway line, and now they switch the ball to play over to that far side. Just looking to probe Dundee United's defence. Dundee United with plenty of men behind the ball. The formation they've gone with tonight is very much a defensive formation, which is totally understandable with the distance and the gap between these two clubs financially. Celtic currently moving the ball around on that far side, just probing the Dundee United defence. "17 minutes gone, and still not too many opportunities on goal early on, but both teams trying to get spells of possession. Now Dundee get themselves on the ball. Let's see your next comment. Obviously, been just made aware that somebody's putting inappropriate comments in the chat. Well, that won't work on this channel, mate. We're respectful on this channel, and we don't believe in allowing fans to come on here and be disrespectful. We try to be respectful to you guys, and all we ask is the same consideration. Celtic currently on the ball, midway inside the Dundee half of the pitch, looking to probe the Dundee United defence. Dundee United with lots of majority of their team behind the ball at the moment. Cross comes in, headed clear by Dundee United, but only just as far as just outside the box, and Celtic pick it up again under pressure from Dundee, and the ball moving up the pitch. That looked like that ball went out off the edge of the pitch to me, and the linesman's not flagged it. So now we do have a throw-in, though, to Celtic on that far side. Throw-in taken quickly. Celtic currently on the ball, midway on the halfway line, now moving the ball down this near side and looking to get a cross into the box. Cross comes in, but is claimed by the Dundee United keeper, and Dundee United will look to get some possession now. Minimo, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Afternoon, all. How's it going, Minimo? Hopefully you okay, mate. Great to see you. Let us know if you've got a score prediction on this one, mate. Great result for your team yesterday, wasn't it? A massive thumping of Aberdeen, 6-0. I'm sure you were absolutely buzzing with that yesterday, mate, and rightly so. Obviously, not been the greatest season so far for you guys, but a very enjoyable fixture yesterday for you guys. And I did actually watch some of that game. Heard the fans, the Hibs fans at the end shouting for 7. So, yeah, obviously. But I think you guys will be more than satisfied with the 6 that you got. A shocking performance from Aberdeen's players. The reason I say that is because their players coming out saying that they are fighting for the manager to keep his job. Well, yesterday's performance didn't reflect that. But yeah, absolutely. Take nothing away from Hibs. You guys were on fire yesterday. Well up for it. Players trying to show that they are trying to fight for the manager and the fans. And you guys coming away with an amazing victory against Aberdeen. Like I say, Aberdeen were shocking their players yesterday. But take nothing away from Hibs. You guys can only beat what's in front of you. And like I say, for me, I was impressed with you guys yesterday. Lots of fighting spirit and fans getting right behind the team. It was great. It was a great game. Like I said, I didn't manage to catch all of it, but I did manage to watch some of it, mate. I think I watched, I watched about half of the game. But yeah, thank you very much, Mini-Me. Great to have you involved. Come and share your score predictions if you've got one, mate. Stevie Allen, hi, Mini-Mo. Nice one, Stevie. Appreciate that, mate. Mini-Mo saying, great game yesterday for my team. 6-0. I'm still buzzing. I bet you are, mate, and rightly so. Yeah, like I said, I did watch some of the game. I have got your club's channel, so that I can try and give your club some coverage when the opportunity arises correctly. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to cover some more Hibs games in the future. But obviously, I'm sure you can understand, shot comes in from Celtic there. And well saved by the goalkeeper there to his near side post. But a good opportunity there for Celtic to take the lead. But a great save there from the Dundee United keeper. But yeah, mate, absolutely. You enjoyed the victory, rightly so. Like I say, it's been a tough season so far for you guys. So totally understandable that you are basking in the enjoyment of a 6-0 victory against Aberdeen. And like I say, it was I watched some of it and I was impressed with Dundee's play. I'm thinking Dundee because I'm watching Dundee United now. I was impressed with Hibs players yesterday. Plenty of fight, plenty of desire, and like I say, great to see the fans getting right behind the team as well. Also, guys, just to let you know, we are doing the Counter Attack League on Instagram, and there is potentially one place available on the Counter Attack League. So if any of you guys that are regularly coming getting involved in the channel are on Instagram and interested to come and take that last place, you are more than welcome to let me know. We have got a backup player, but obviously I would like to involve you guys that actually make the effort to come and get involved in the Fandom project. But if you're on Instagram and you're interested to take part in that, you can do. Like I said, that place will be taken by tonight, one way or the other. But like I said, I'm sure you guys would love to be involved in it as well if you once you actually have a taste of what it's about. Dundee just having a bit of a spell going forward there, but they've lost the ball poorly on that far side. Now Celtic looking to try and exploit the space, moving quickly up this field, and a shot coming in as they get into the box from left to right towards the goal, but gone out behind for a goal kick to Dundee United. Minimo is saying, watched the Liverpool game earlier. What has happened to the once great Liverpool? Brighton deserved that win. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, I missed that game because, like I say, I was busy dealing with some issues that weren't planned for on social media. Unfortunately, I had a bit of an issue with. Well, I don't want to go into the details, but I've had an issue on social media that completely distracted me today. So I'm really frustrated with that problem, but not to worry. Like I say, it was annoying because I wanted to watch the Liverpool game, but like I say, got to keep pushing forward with the Fandom project. And sometimes I do need to spend time on social media with obviously trying to promote the project and doing what I'm doing on there. So I was pretty gutted to miss that game today because I really did want to watch it. In fact, I wanted to live stream it actually, but unfortunately couldn't live stream it today because Stevie was unavailable to moderate today. But not to worry. Well, Stevie obviously with us today, but wasn't available earlier to help me live stream the Liverpool game. But not to worry. That's just one of the slight issues. Oh, an opportunity there for Celtic, and the first time that they've managed to get an opportunity on goal without too many Dundee United players behind the ball, and the shot goes well wide of the post, or high and wide there. It's actually not too high, actually. It's just wide of the post. But a good effort from Celtic, but the first opportunity they've really had without too many Dundee United players behind the ball. But yeah, like I said, glad I'll try and watch the highlights of that later, Minimo. Unfortunately, I was gutted to miss it. Huffy Gamer, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Always a pleasure. Huffy Gamer, any Liverpool fans here? Not at the moment. I can understand why they might be not wanting to come and get involved today, but not at the moment. Maybe Joey might show up. Joey's a big Liverpool fan, but I know he showed up before when his team has took a bad defeat. He's not too bothered about fronting it out, or at least that's the impression I've got in the past, that he's not too bothered about fronting out the banter. So maybe he might pop on at some point. But at the moment, mate, no Liverpool fans have dropped in the stream. But like I say, I'm sure Liverpool fans will be really frustrated with the situation they find themselves in. Long ball forward there for Dundee United's goalkeeper towards the front players for Dundee United, and not much doing really, just too much pace on the ball, and a bit of head tennis going on at the minute between the two teams, so not much to report. If you guys are just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. If you're a Scottish fan, yes, I am English, but I am here because I respect all football leagues, and I want you guys to feel involved in the Fandom project if you want to be, and that is why I am giving coverage to Scottish football as well as English football with no bias, maybe a little bit biased towards Celtic and Rangers, but that's only because I don't like the imbalance in Scottish football. But if you're a Scottish fan, I know that a lot of Scottish fans can be very much against the English. But when I started the Fandom project, a lot of Scottish fans told me that English fans don't show enough respect to their league. Well, that isn't the case here. I am an English football fan, and I'm here showing respect to your league and to your football. And I very much respect the passion that Scottish football fans show. They're equally as passionate as the English football fan community, and I respect that. And that is why I'm involving Scottish football in the Fandom project. But yeah, Huffy Gamer, great to have you with us, mate. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Always a pleasure to see you. Huffy Gamer saying, one kiss is all it takes. Aged well. And I'm presuming that's maybe a reference towards the Liverpool defeat today. Opportunity for Celtic at the moment. Sorry, guys, I'll come back to the chat in a minute. Keep your comments coming. Referee's blown the whistle here for this one. Celtic trying to play through the Dundee United defence, and they did actually manage to do that, getting an opportunity, but the goalkeeper managed to save it. And a bit of a coming together there with the two players, from one player from Celtic and Dundee United, both trying to defend and one trying to attack. And the referee has decided to give a free kick. Well, I'm not sure if he's giving it for a foul or giving it for an offside there, because the free kick's being taken from a different position. So maybe he spotted something that I've missed. What was that? Why is the referee giving that? So we're just seen the referee give a foul for a coming together of the Celtic player and Dundee United player. There was nothing in that. Absolutely nothing in that, but a free kick to Celtic. For me, that was a poor decision by the referee. No reason to stop the game. Bit of a clumsiness from both players. No malice in it. Nothing nasty. No reason to really stop the game there, but he did. He awarded a free kick to Celtic, and now Celtic build again from the halfway line down that far side. Huffy Gamer is saying, Gaz, love your dedication. Keep it going. Thank you very much, Huffy Gamer. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much for the positivity. Like I say, we'll be doing as much football as we possibly can over the next few weeks and months to help more fans find out about us. So we'll be covering a lot of games on the channel. But like I say, we will also be giving some coverage to Scottish football as well where we can, because we want the Scottish fan community to know that I am not biased against Scottish. They might be biased against me because I'm English, but I'm not biased against them or their football league. I respect that they're just as passionate as English fans. And I know I've repeated that a few times, but that is because I've come across so much negativity on social media from a lot of the Scottish fan community towards English fans. They think that all English fans hate their league, hate their football, and all this kind of nonsense. Well, that is not the case from my point of view. I very much respect that the fans in Scotland are just as passionate about their football as the English fan community. And I want to try and involve them in the Fandom project if they want to be. So, yeah, thank you very much, Huffy Gamer. Great to have you with us today, as I say, mate. And thank you very much for the positivity. Really appreciated, mate. Stevie Allen, hi, Huffy. Thanks for that, Stevie. Top man. Appreciated, mate. Huffy Gamer is saying, hi, Stevie. Pleasure to see you in the chat. Absolutely, top man. Thanks, Huffy. I really appreciate you guys making the effort to be positive with Stevie when Stevie doing all the hard work behind the scenes to keep the chat positive. Joey, welcome to the show, mate. A pleasure to have you with us. I'm sorry, mate. I missed the Liverpool game earlier. I really wanted to watch it. In fact, as I said earlier, I wanted to stream it, but unfortunately, we couldn't do it today. But I'm sure we'll be looking to cover a Liverpool game very soon, because there is clearly something not right at Liverpool at the minute. Don't know what it is. I've not seen enough of Liverpool's games just recently to put my finger on it. But we would definitely be covering some Liverpool fixtures that are up and coming to try and figure out what is missing from Liverpool's team that wasn't missing before. But as I said to you guys, Joey, would probably show up and front it out. He can take the banter, he can take the criticism. He's a loyal football fan, loyal to his club, but he is not one of these football fans that hides away when his team takes an unexpected defeat. He's probably come in to try and stand his ground, and I can only respect that, guys, and hopefully you guys also do the same. But thank you very much, Joey. Joey saying, hello, everyone. Top man, Joey. Thank you very much for coming and getting involved. Huffy Gamer saying, hi, Joey. Watched the Liverpool game. Obviously, a lot of talk at the moment about Liverpool game. Celtic with a long ball forward there, but it's straight into the Dundee United goalkeeper's hands. And now Dundee again try to move up the field and coming down this near side. And what was that? That was a really poor pass there from the Dundee United defender. I think he expected that the Dundee United forward was going to run onto that, but maybe a bit of miscommunication there between the Dundee United players. Really, to be fair to him, it was a good idea, ball down this near side, but obviously Dundee with a lot of men behind the ball at the moment. Dundee United, should I say, with a lot of men behind the ball and struggling to get players forward with the pressure they're feeling from Celtic. Joey saying, come on, Dundee United. Yes, absolutely, mate. I've got to agree with you there. Nothing against Celtic, but very much got to be with the underdog in this one. Celtic, a great club with very passionate fans, no question about that, and I respect that. But let's be honest, they get things way too easy up there in Scottish football. So it would be nice to see them get a little bit of humble pie in this one. Joey saying, I did, Huffy. I'm still crying, laugh out loud. I'm sure you are, mate. Difficult defeat. I thought you guys would be up for that. I thought that Liverpool players would want some revenge after the disappointment of the result in the league. But I don't know. I need to watch Liverpool. One thing I know that Klopp was good at when he came in, and maybe he needs to adopt that philosophy again. And now, sorry, guys, Celtic with an opportunity here, cross into the box. Dundee with limited players behind the ball this time, but they managed to clear it, but only as far as midway up inside their own half of the field. And Celtic pick it up again and move the ball out to that far side, looking to keep the pressure on Dundee United. And now Celtic just passing it amongst themselves. It's noticeable that Celtic are trying to suck Dundee United's players to come out more to open up the spaces because cross comes in here for Celtic, but it takes a deflection off a Dundee United player and it's out on this near side for a corner. just coming up to 36 minutes gone, guys. Keep your comments coming. Love to hear from you. And we'll come back to the comments in a second, guys, to see what happens with this corner. Cross comes into the box from the corner and it's cleared away, but only as far as just outside the box. Celtic pick it up again, and now we've got a Dundee United player down in the box. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but the referee has blown the whistle. I think he might have just took a bit of a knock to the stomach there. I'm just going to watch what happened. Yeah, there were nothing nasty in that challenge. I think it's just a bit of coming together as the players went for the ball as it's crossed into the box from the corner, and I think maybe it just winded him a bit. But he seems to be okay now. He's back on his feet, and now we're having the referee. I'm not sure what the referee is doing here, really, to be honest. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to work out what this referee is doing. Right, so he's brought two players together here, and I think he's doing a drop ball. If that's a drop ball, I don't know what. That's pathetic because he's basically thrown it to the Celtic player. But luckily for Dundee United, have tried to get on the ball, and And now we've got another stoppage for another foul. Let the game flow, ref. Let the game flow. Sorry, guys. Just trying to figure out what the referee was doing there. Dundee United with the ball down this near side now, trying to get the ball forward, but under pressure from Celtic defenders, headed forward by Dundee United. But a poor clearance there from Celtic. And it's just pinging about at the minute between the two teams. And now we've got another foul in the middle of the pitch on a Celtic player. Oh, there was nothing in that. There was nothing in. Why is this referee giving lectures left, right, and centre? Let the game flow. There was nothing in that challenge. It was two players coming together to try and win the ball. Neither one had control of it. It was a 50-50 ball, and the referee's now deciding to give lectures to players about trying to challenge for the ball. That's what football's about. You're supposed to compete and challenge each other for possession of the ball. Honest to God, absolutely shocking. Shocking that the referee is stopping the game for such trivial things. Sorry, guys. Joey saying, I did huff it. I'm still crying. Obviously, sorry, I read that comment. Then my apologies, guys. Huffy Gamer saying, are you a Liverpool fan? He is, mate. He is. But he's still here to front the banter, mate. So we have to give him the respect for that. Mini Mo is saying, Joey, I thought you were hiding. No, Joey doesn't hide. I can actually say that, guys. I've seen his Liverpool lose previously, and Joey has still been man enough to show up on the streams and take the banter. So no, I've got to give him that respect and definitely defend him on that point. That he's still prepared to come and take the banter off other fans when his team gets an unexpected defeat. So no, he's not hiding, mate. Not hiding. But I'm sure he will be wanting to curl up in a corner somewhere and hide. But he's not. He's man enough to be here and take it. So yeah. But nice comment there, mate. Joey saying, laugh out loud. Felt like it, but no. Take the bad with the good, mate. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Top man. Totally agree with that. That's, like I say, true football fans, man up, so to speak. And that's no disrespect to the ladies who are football fans. But yeah, should I say, be adult about it and come on and show that they're not prepared to be put down by the fact that their team might not be fighting, but I'm sure the Liverpool fans will want to fight for their team with the banter that they're receiving at the moment. But it's easy to knock a team when they're down, but notice a lot of fans like to hate on Liverpool. So you can understand why Liverpool fans like to celebrate loud and proud when their team are winning. But thanks for that, Joey. Huffy Gamer is saying, sorry, can't read that. Mitimo was on fire. Like I said, I didn't see the game, mate. So my apologies. Unfortunately, I was distracted with issues on social media that I needed to deal with. Unplanned issues. I was planning to watch the game. I'm gutted that I missed it, to be honest. But yeah, like I say, I'll take your word for it, Huffy Gamer. Guys, while I'm remembering, if any of you guys that are on the stream that come on regular are on Instagram and you're interested to take part in the Counter Attack League, there is one place available unexpectedly. It wasn't planned, but there is one place available, and I would love to involve any of you guys that come on the channel regular. So if any of you are on Instagram and want to come and take that final place, I will fill it tonight because it needs to be filled because there's a fixture planned in it for 8 o'clock tonight. So if any of you guys are interested to take that position, that final position in the Counter Attack League, let me know and I'll get you involved. Like I said, there's only one place left in the counter-attack league. It wasn't planned. It's come about by an unexpected issue. But I would love to get you guys involved in the stuff that like this, especially you guys that come and get involved in the channel regular. So if you're on Instagram and you like the sound of that and you want to be involved in it, let me know and I will get you involved. Joey's saying, agree, Huffy. Brighton got a gem there. Like I say, obviously, sorry, apologies, guys, missed the game with Liverpool. We've just had a penalty claim for Celtic. We've got the goalkeeper down with a chest injury. He's holding his chest at the minute. 43 minutes gone, guys. The referee just sorting things out. Basically, a ball into the box created a bit of a problem with players challenging, and it looks like the goalkeeper is the one that's come worst off. Basically, the ball was in the air. Dundee United player has gone for it, defender, and the Celtic player, and the goalkeeper has also come for the ball, and it's resulted in basically the Celtic players got sandwiched between the Dundee United defender and the goalkeeper. But I think the goalkeeper also took an elbow to the ribs there as well. So we'll just have to wait and see what the referee's doing with this and decided. I think he's consulting VAR, so we'll see what happens in a few moments. Huffy Gamer is saying, Kanate was a bit sloppy there in the box. Didn't react fast enough. Well, apologies, guys. I'm gutted I missed that game because there's definitely a hot talking point tonight, isn't it? I'll watch the highlights later and see what try and work out what you guys are talking about. But thanks for that, Huffy Gamer. Minimo saying Scottish referees are awful, constantly making woeful decisions. Absolutely, I can't argue with that anymore. I've been made aware of it plenty of times whilst talking to Scottish fans on social media, and that is one of the things I hope to help you guys try and change in the future if Fandens are successful. We use the power of fans coming together and the channel to try and get some change in Scotland and put some... with all respect, we will do it respectfully, we will do it professionally, but I hope if we can build a strong fan community that supports the Fandom project, then we will use the Fandom project to apply pressure to the SPFL to change their attitude with the professionalism of the referees in Scotland and make them aware of the disharmony. So yes, I'm very much aware of it, Minimo. But like I say, we've got a lot of work to do with the channel, but hopefully we can use the power of you guys coming together as the Fandom community to try and address issues like that in the future. A lot of work to do though yet, mate. But believe you me, mate, I will speak up for what you guys as fans feel passionate about in football. And for me, as I keep saying, the motto of Fandom is football is the fans. And I intend to use the power of the project if we can build a strong fan community to help you guys have your voice heard about things like that, mate. So yes, I'm very much aware of it, and it's just not acceptable. I've watched plenty of Scottish games now. At first, I thought it was just maybe when Scottish fans were making me aware of it when I first started the Fandom project. I thought it might be just a bit of moaning and groaning, but since I've been studying Scottish football with the Fandom project, I have definitely got to be honest, mate. I've seen evidence of exactly what you're saying. That there has been bias shown by some some referees in Scottish football, and it's not right. They're supposed to be professional, and they should conduct themselves professionally. So, like I say, mate, I'm very much aware of that issue. But thank you very much for that, Mini Mo. Well said, mate. Huffy Gamer is saying, when is the 5th round draw? I'm not sure exactly when the 5th round draw is, mate, but we have got another game tomorrow in the FA Cup, so it could be after that game. There's West Ham v Derby County tomorrow. We will be covering that game. Normally the draw comes, I know in seasons gone by anyway, the draw normally comes after the final game of the round, and I think tomorrow's game, Derby v West Ham, is the final game of the round. So the draw might be after that game, mate. But yeah, like I say, mate, we'll see tomorrow. Joey is saying, am I hearing a lot about refs in Scotland? Not good. Yeah, mate, it is a very hot talking point in Scotland. A lot of the fans in the Scottish fan community feel that referees are biased towards Celtic and Rangers. And at first, when I first started building fandom, I thought they was just moaning and groaning about something or nothing. But since I've been studying Scottish football, they've got a very respectful, a very good point. I've seen evidence of it myself. Obviously, VAR's been introduced now, so that might change things. But one thing that concerns me in Scottish football is the SPFL are board members, and board members that are on the SPFL are representatives of Celtic and Rangers, particularly Celtic. And that is not very good, because that, to me, means that decisions made by the SPFL could be influenced by the club, by some of the board members' loyalty towards certain clubs. And that's not right. That is not right at all. Like I said, I've still got a lot of work to do yet studying Scottish football and getting a better understanding of the bigger picture of things behind the scenes, stuff to do with the SPFL. But I've got to be honest, mate, I have seen evidence of the complaints from Scottish fans with the bias shown by some referees in Scottish football, and they have got a very good argument about it. But like I say, VAR's just been introduced this season, so hopefully that might start to calm that bias down. But that, like I say, mate, it is a hot topic in Scottish football. So half time has come, guys. It's finished at the end of the first half. Dundee United 0, Celtic 0. Good first half, I would say that, for Dundee United, managing to keep Celtic at bay. Plenty of men behind the ball from Dundee United's point of view, but as you could expect, with the quality of the Celtic team, you can certainly understand that they are probably playing the defensive sort of formation to try and keep Celtic at bay. Joey is saying, am I here? Oh, right. Sorry, I did. Yeah, sorry, Joey. I did read that comment. But yeah, that's true, mate. It's like I say, a hot talking point in Scottish football. Minimo is saying it takes a very brave Scottish ref to go against Celtic or Rangers. In any decisions, we don't have any. We don't have any. Well, yeah, like I say, mate, I'm very much aware of that bias. That's an issue in Scottish football. But hopefully, the VAR being introduced will start to impact change with regards to that. But yeah, like you say, mate, it doesn't matter whether they're influenced by Celtic and Rangers. That should be irrelevant. The reality is these are referees, and as players are supposed to be professional, so should referees. No offense, but they're supposed to be professional referees. So therefore, they should not allow themselves to be influenced by one club or another. They should simply conduct themselves in a completely professional manner. So yeah, like I say, mate, it's not an excuse for referees to have that excuse of being influenced by bigger clubs, because that's if that was the case, then why are we not seeing it in English football? And we don't see it in English football. So why should we be seeing it? I'm not saying it's not happening at all. Obviously, we know the odd referee in English football may show bias, but it's not a common thing as it is in Scottish football. A lot of Scottish football fans think that it's a regular thing in Scottish football. I can't say the same about English football, mate. But I'm not saying there isn't any biased referees in English football. There probably is, but it's not a hot talking point in English football. I think most English fans do think that English football is refereed reasonably fairly. Reasonably. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's reasonably fair, mate. But thank you very much for that, Mini Mo. PFC _ DY4 Dylan. Welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Hi, Gaz. Hope you are well. Good to see another Scottish stream on the channel. I want to be able to stay for longer as I'm. Oh, sorry, I won't be able to stay for long as I'm going for Sunday lunch in a minute. Apologies. No need to apologise, mate. Thank you very much for dropping in. Really appreciated. And like I say, if you're going out with family, I hope you have a fantastic evening and enjoy yourself. And yeah, absolutely, mate. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not engaging in a lot of family stuff at the minute at weekends because I'm busy building the Fandom project. So I'm trying to use as much as I can of my spare time to stay focused and committed to the Fandom project. So yeah, hopefully maybe arrange a family get together at some point in the future, in the not too distant future. I have actually been trying to arrange a bit of a family get together with my cousin, but unfortunately he's been quite busy of recently actually for quite a while actually. But yeah, like I say, mate, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate you coming getting involved, mate. Always a pleasure to see you, and no apologies needed at all, mate. Just if you can, please do hit that like button before you jump off the stream. It'd be appreciated, mate. Dylan also saying, Huffy Gamer, the draw for the next round is on Monday at 19:05. All right, so is that before the game? That must be before the Derby v West Ham game. I said it normally comes after the last game, but maybe Dylan is telling us that it's before the game. I haven't had a chance to look, to be honest, but I'll have a look once the stream is over and see if we could possibly maybe do a live stream for that. But I know there's a game straight after, and I was planning to live stream that as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll have a look after this later on. Excuse me. I'll have a look later on tonight. But thank you very much for that, Dylan. Appreciated, mate. PFC underscore DY4 also saying great win for Bolton yesterday, mate, against another strong side in Charlton. Yeah, I watched the second half of it. I managed to get home from work in time to watch the second half of it, and the Bolton players did us proud in that game the other day, yesterday. Really positive performance from the Bolton players, and I was shocked with Charlton's performance, to be honest. Obviously, I don't want them to get a win against us. Obviously, as you can understand, I want my club to win. But considering Charlton were on the back of a 3-game winning streak, I thought they was quite shocking at their own ground, to be honest, yesterday. But thank you very much for that, Dylan. Appreciate you showing the positive. Disappointing result yesterday for your team, mate. I did watch some of it, as I think you know, because I was speaking to you on social media, so I did manage to watch some of it. But yeah, disappointing result for you, mate. And hopefully you guys get back to winning ways very soon. Joey saying, hi, Dylan. Top man, Joey. Appreciate that, mate. Really appreciated. Dylan, hi, Joey. Hope you are well. Nice one, Dylan. Appreciate you guys making the effort to welcome each other and also talk as well between yourselves, because obviously, as you know, when doing these match watch alongs, sometimes I can be a bit more focused on the channel, on the game. So I want you guys to obviously get to know each other and help. That helps create that positivity and a fan community that you guys can enjoy being involved in. But yeah, awesome. Dylan is also saying, goal Wrexham AFC 1, Sheffield United 0. Thanks for that, Dylan. I'm actually keeping. I've got it on there. I've got actually. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, just refresh the page. So yeah, we're getting updates on that now. But thank you very much for that, Dylan. I wasn't actually keeping an eye on that in particular, but I appreciate the update, mate. And yeah, Wrexham, they're the underdog. So yeah, they're no, sorry. Yeah, Wrexham, they're the underdog. Sheffield United, the stronger team. Joey's saying, yeah, good, thanks, mate. You awesome. Thanks for that, guys. And obviously Dylan also replying, all good, thanks, mate. Top stuff, guys. PFC underscore DY4 Dylan saying, what are your predictions for Derby County vs West Ham tomorrow? Great question, mate. Great question. Have you guys got any predictions for the rest of this game? Obviously, it's still 0-0 at the minute at half time. I would love to hear from you. Any Scottish fans out there, please do come and get involved. We're making the effort to try and involve you guys in the Fandom project. So we want to hear from you. Like I say, yes, I'm English, but I have no bias against Scottish football. I respect the the fan community in Scotland. Very passionate fan community up there in Scotland. Equally as passionate as the English fan community. So yeah, want you guys to feel welcome to come and get involved. But yeah, I would say. I'm going to go. I don't know. Maybe I think I'll stay reserved on my score prediction for that one because we're going to try and cover that game tomorrow. So I think I'll give my score prediction on that one tomorrow, mate. But I'm sure some of the other guys in the chat might want to give a prediction. Dylan also saying, apologies, mate. I have to hop off now. If I can get back before the end, then I certainly will. Hope you enjoy the rest of the game. Thank you very much, Dylan. Appreciate it, mate. Enjoy your evening. Stay safe. And like I say, best wishes to you and your family. Hope you have a good night. Like I say, hopefully I'll speak to you again soon, mate. And like I say, please do hit that like button on your way out, mate, if you could. I appreciate it. But yeah, like I say, mate, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much, Dylan. Minimo saying that drop ball, Gaz, is when the Scottish referee doesn't know what to do. It happens a lot. Yeah, I've noticed that actually, mate. That's a good point. I have noticed that when I've been watching these Scottish games, that there seems to be a lot more drop balls in Scottish football than there does in English football, which is shocking. Is really, you can understand it in England. Well, I'm sure you know, mate. You're obviously a massive Scottish fan. Your club being Hibernian, so obviously you watch Scottish football quite regular, mate. But I know you also watch English football as well. So you know you probably noticed it. Obviously, I'm only just noticing it because I've been watching Scottish football since I started the fan. I used to watch it a bit before I started Fandom, but not intently. But since I've been doing Fandom, I've been watching a lot of Scottish football, and I've noticed that happens a lot, mate. A lot of drop balls in Scottish football, and it's strange. It's very strange. And I take that, like I said, I take that from what you're saying, that's basically the referee's lack of professionalism from what you're telling me, that he doesn't know what to do. How can a professional referee not know what to do? It happens very rarely in English football, a drop ball situation. So maybe you are spot on there, mate. Maybe that's a sign that referees don't know what they're doing. But one thing I noticed with that drop ball, mate, is the referee dropped it towards the Celtic player. He didn't drop it equally between the Dundee United player and the Celtic player. He dropped it to one side so that the Celtic player managed to get there first, which kind of defeats the point. What's the point of a drop ball if you're going to give it more to one side than the other? That is bizarre. It was pretty obvious that he deliberately gave it more towards the Celtic player, which is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Where's the professional pride as a referee to do that? I don't understand that. Really shocking, mate. But thank you very much, Minimo, for making me aware of that. And like I say, it is things like that that are starting to become noticeable to me as a fan. And like I say, if the Fandom project is successful and we can use the power of you guys coming together, believe you me, I will get on the phone to the bosses of the SPFL to challenge them over things like this, because it's an absolute disgrace if they're showing favouritism towards Rangers and Celtic. And I will use the power of you guys and the channel to try and get answers about stuff like that and challenge the football authorities about their professionalism. Because it's, as fans, we don't mind. We know that referees are going to make mistakes. We accept that. We know that. They're only human beings. As fans, we accept that. But we don't want to see obvious bias. We don't want to see unprofessionalism from people that are supposed to be professional. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Minimo. Appreciate you sharing that info with me, mate, and making me aware of that point of view. Joey's saying, that's crazy, mate. Minimo. Yeah, it's absolutely honest, Joey. Honest, Joey. I'm like saying, the time that I've watched Scottish footballs, when I first started doing it, a lot of Scottish fans telling me about this bias from the referees and stuff. And I thought there was just fans moaning at first, because you're getting a bad decision in a game or something like that. But I've got to be honest, they've got a point. They have got a very valid point. I've seen it in the games. I've seen it tonight in this game with, like I just said, that drop ball. The referee clearly threw it more towards the Celtic player rather than the Dundee United player. And how is that fair? The whole point of a drop ball is you drop it equally, right between the middle of the two players, and then they challenge for it. But really bad, mate. Really bad. But thanks for that, Joey. Mini Mo saying, don't be sorry, Gaz. Refs drive you crazy up here. Sorry, I'm just reading that again. Don't be sorry, Gaz. Refs drive you crazy up here. No, like I say, mate, I just want to do I want to build the Fan Them project. I want to build a positive fan community for you guys to enjoy being involved in. But I want to use the project, the Fan Them project. If it's a success, I want to use it to help create a voice for you guys to speak up about things that matter to fans instead of things that matter to businessmen or people in suits that are only involved in the game for what they can get out of it financially. And at the end of the day, we all know that there's that people in the game, rich businessmen making money off the back of the game we love. We accept that. We're not too bothered about that as fans. What we're bothered about is the fairness in equality in football and the fact that we want to see the game managed professionally, and we want to see football authorities doing what is in the best interests of the game and not what is in the best interests of businessmen. And like I say, for me, that's what I hope to try and help you guys achieve in the future by building a strong fan community around the project. And hopefully, like I say, it's an ambitious project, very ambitious project. But as you can see, guys, I am not shy. I am very outspoken. And like I say, I will happily get on the phone and waste days arguing with the football authorities if it's necessary to get answers for you guys that truly love the game. So, yeah, thank you very much for that, Minimo. And like I say, mate, you made some great points about the Scottish game, and it's not fair. It's not right. Joey's saying, yeah, leave the West Ham prediction till tomorrow for this 1-0 Dundee United. Yeah, that would be a nice result, actually, to be fair. Like I say, I have nothing against Celtic, nothing against them at all. They're a great club, fantastic fans, but they get too much of it all their own way in Scotland. And I'd like to see them getting a big piece of humble pie in this one tonight. Like I said, and I'm sure some of the other Scottish fans would like to see that as well, just to slow them down a little bit. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. I appreciate that, mate. And yeah, 1-0 prediction there from Joey. Maxime is saying, what is the score with the Wrexham game? Let me just double check, mate. Refresh the page to make sure. That game is hang on a minute. That game is 36 minutes in, and it's currently Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1, mate. So, yeah. The second half has restarted, guys. We're a couple of minutes in. An early opportunity there for Celtic, but he's gone wide of the post. And now Celtic forced to do some defending here, as Dundee United managing to get the ball up the other end of the field. Still 0-0, guys. Um, We Max It Football, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Great to see you. Been meaning to try and find some time to actually catch up with you, mate. I've not spoke to you for a while. Just been really busy, trying to keep focused. Inspired by some of what you do on your project as well, mate. But great to see you. We Max It Football. Big up, fan den. Keep pushing. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the positive encouragement. Like I say, mate, that's part of the reason I've not had a chance to catch up with you for a while because, like I say, been very much trying to keep focused and keep pushing hard at the project. And obviously, some of my efforts also been inspired a little bit by your efforts and what you do on your project as well, mate. So thank you very much for the positivity. Hopefully, I'll see if I can try and find a bit of time to catch up with you soon, mate. Because, like I say, not had a chance to catch up because I've been busy, and I know that you're always busy as well, building your project as well. So, yeah, thank you very much for that. We Max It Football. Great to see you, mate. Hopefully, everything with you is okay. Like I say, I'll hopefully try and catch up with you this week if I can find a bit of time free. But thank you very much for that, mate. Joey's saying who you support in that game, Maxime. Yeah, obviously, I think Joey's referring to the Wrexham v Sheffield United game. So, yeah, hopefully Maxime's still there, maybe, to give you an answer, mate. Big George, how's it going, mate? Welcome to Fanden UK. Great to see you. Big George saying, how are you doing, Gaz? Thank you very much, Big George. Great to see you, mate. I'm guessing is that George from the Leeds account on Instagram? Let me know if it is, mate. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Great to see you, mate. I think it is. Is that Big George? Let me know if you can, mate. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved. And Big George just replying, yes, it is, mate. Welcome to the show, mate. If you guys don't know, George is a Leeds fan, one of the fans taking part in the testing of the Counter-Attack League on Instagram. So big shout out there to Big George there for coming, getting involved. Great to see you, mate. We've got a Celtic goal there from an unbelievable angle. Just going to let you know, guys, how it happened. Cross comes Celtic moving down this near side of the pitch and almost close to the corner flag. And a cross came in right towards the back post. And Celtic managing to keep it in and heading it straight into the goal. I'm just going to watch the replay here. But yeah, he had absolutely no right there to get that into the net. And just watching it, did the player actually head that on? I'm just check this out. Yeah. Oh, did it? I'm not sure if it bounced off the player or the post. I think it came off the player. It's such a tight angle. Yep, it's the player. Yep, it's the player. It's such a tight angle. The cross has come in deep from the far side, right towards the back post. And it actually is so close to the back post that it looked like it kind of, from most camera angles, you couldn't tell whether it had bounced off the post or off the head of the player that was running onto it. But as we've seen with a slow replay, you could clearly see it came off the head of the player running onto it. And he's just nodded it straight into the opposite side of the net. And that gives Celtic the lead. So it's Dundee United 0, Celtic 1. And I've got to give credit there to Celtic for that goal. It looked like it was going out. Really tight angle, to be fair. Had no right to score from that kind of angle, but they did, and they take the lead. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Big Joey, Big George. Sorry to break off there. Just obviously, as you can understand, just wanted to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the game. But yeah, as I say, Big George coming, getting involved, and he's also involved in the Counter-Attack League. Great to see you, mate. And like I say, that game. He's playing his first fixture at 6 o'clock tonight, so we'll be jumping off the stream tonight so I can get those fixtures sorted. But as I said to you guys, any of you that are regular on the channel, if you want to come and get involved in the counter attack, if you're on Instagram, let me know. There is one place remaining, but that place will be filled tonight, one way or the other, because the competition is now in basically starts tonight. We had the first game the opening game the other day between two fans, and the other games to be played tonight. But there is one place open if any of you guys are interested. But you need to be on Instagram to be able to take that place and get involved. But I would love to involve one of you guys that actually come on the channel regular if possible. But it all depends whether you're on Instagram. So let me know if you are and if you're interested. So yeah, thank you very much, Big George. Appreciate you coming getting involved, mate. Please do hit that like button while you're here. It's great to see you, mate. And thank you very much for dropping in on the stream. Joey saying, hello, Big George. Nice one, Joey. I expect George might not stay for too long. It's some of the younger fans on Instagram do come and get involved, as I'm sure you guys have seen. But obviously, a lot of younger fans don't have the attention span to come and get involved in a show like this. So, unfortunately, they do come and drop in occasionally and show support, which is fantastic and really appreciated. But like I say, sometimes some of the younger members of the football community don't have the confidence to get involved in long streams like this, where it's plenty of fan debate about different topics in football. We're just having a VAR check at the moment for a handball, and it is clearly a handball. And I don't know whether the referee's going to give. I don't know whether it's a free kick or a penalty here, because it's questionable where that was with regards to in the box or outside the box. It's yeah, we're going to have a Celtic penalty here, guys. So after all the hard work from Dundee United in that first half to keep themselves in it and to keep themselves in a fighting position, it looks like that work is getting undone very early on in this second half. 55, just coming up to 56 minutes gone. 1-0 at the moment to Celtic. But they also have the opportunity to make it 2-0 right now with a penalty. And the penalty is slotted away, goalkeeper going the wrong way, and Celtic take a 2-0 lead in this one. Very difficult now for Dundee United to come from 2-0 behind against a much more superior team, let's be honest, in Celtic. But hopefully they will manage to at least compete still. But a difficult ask now, because I would expect that the Dundee United players, their heads will drop a bit now. And they've got nothing to complain about, to be fair. As much as I know there's a lot of question marks about the referees in Scotland, that was... the referee did make the right decision there. It was a clear and obvious handball, and not much to complain about with regards to the penalty. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Joey, top man. Joey's saying, oh no, come on, Dundee United. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, 2-0 behind now, mate. But let's see if they can at least maybe grab a consolation goal. Celtic currently in possession at the moment. Midway inside their own, on the halfway line. But now Dundee United have managed to nick it back as they'd look to try and move down that far side of the pitch. Cross comes into the box and headed away by the Celtic defenders and goes behind for a corner to Dundee United. Thanks for that, Joey. Huffy Gamer is saying, guys, what are your thoughts on Victor Asmin to United? Is that an I? AFC, if you are a United fan. Great question, mate. To be fair, I don't. I haven't been keeping up with the transfer window. To be fair, much, mate. So I haven't. Like I say, mate. I haven't been I've been so busy working full time, trying to keep active on the channel, doing the regular match watch-alongs that I haven't been covering a lot of. Managed to keep up with a lot of transfer news, but I think if I'm right, is this the last week? We're in the last week now, transfer window. So we will. I will be looking to try and do something on the transfer window before it closes, probably on deadline day. Maybe do a bit of a special show on deadline day. So that you guys can come and debate what's going on the channel. And like I say, I'll look into that. I'll try and do some thing. I've been a bit distracted at the minute with trying to get things going with the Counter Attack League. To be honest, it's a bit of an unnecessary distraction, but it is important that I test it for the future of the channel. And plus, also, I'm doing it to also give a little bit of something back to those fans on Instagram that have been very supportive. So, like I say, been a bit of a distraction, but it's a necessary distraction, unfortunately. But it's just sapping up that little bit extra time that I've got available to work on the project. But yeah, thanks for that, Huffy Gamer. Like I say, I will be looking to try and do something on the transfer window, probably on deadline day. Big George is saying, I'll try to stay as long as possible, but you're right. My attention span isn't that great. No worries, mate. It's not a criticism. It's just an observation. You obviously a younger football fan. So obviously some of you younger fans prefer to enjoy the banter a bit more rather than more football discussion, which is not a criticism. It's just an observation. But thank you very much, George. Don't take it the wrong way, mate. It's not a criticism. It's just an observation. And like I say, I very much appreciate all the support I get from you guys, whether you're on the channel or whether you're on social media. I really do appreciate you coming, making the effort to get involved, mate. So thank you. Like I say, if you don't stay long, fair enough. Appreciate you coming, getting involved. And please do just hit that like button, because that can be a massive help to help us get more visibility on the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, mate, don't worry, mate. Like I say, I'm not criticizing. It's just an honest observation. As you guys know, you should be knowing by now, I believe in being very honest and upfront with people. I don't sometimes say things, it may come across as offensive. That is not my intention. My intention is just to be upfront and honest. That is my personality. And I don't like swearing, but I've got to say it. The reality is, I'm the kind of guy that's got no time for bullshit. So I don't like to say, I try not to swear on the channel, as I'm sure you guys have noticed. But I sometimes, to put it bluntly, that is the reality, to say it in a nutshell. But like I said, thank you very much, Big George. Appreciate that, mate. And like I say, mate, it wasn't a criticism. I'm just explaining, because as you notice, all the guys that are coming regular, getting involved on the show, always making really great effort and positive effort towards fans that come involved, get involved in the stream. And as you just saw, Joey welcoming you to the show, mate. Which is, like I say, something we're trying to encourage with regards to the positivity. And these guys that come on the channel regular are absolutely awesome for embracing the principles of the Fandom project. So obviously, when they're making the effort to welcome other fans that come and get involved, and I just like to make them aware, if sometimes that some fans that come off social media, particularly younger fans, might not stay for long. So yeah, not a criticism, mate, just me being honest. Sorry to ramble on there, guys. 62 minutes gone, 62 and a half minutes gone. Sorry, I'm laughing because I can see Coppers cold. Coppers are on the side of the touchline there, all wrapped up in scarves and balaclavas and all sorts, looking like they're very cold. That's I like. I can't help it. I like seeing. That's nice to see. Joey's saying, "Great Huffy. Think he's gone to this. going to be dangerous. Sorry, yeah. Yep. Like I said, guys, I'll try and catch up with some of the transfer news in the next couple of days to see what is going on, to try and get a bit clearer picture. Because, like I say, the transfer window is about to close this week, innit? We've got deadline day fast approaching, and I want to try and have a little bit better understanding. But yeah, I have been watching bits and bobs of what's going on in the transfer window, but there's just so much goes on, and it's daily, and I'm not being funny, but it can get a bit boring. Keep watching a particular news channel for updates because they repeat themselves so much. But then again, I suppose so do I. So yeah, but at least I'm honest enough about it. But thank you very much for that, Joey. Joey's saying respect to you, Big George, for being honest. Yeah, absolutely, top man, Joey. Massive respect there to Big George for being honest, and like I say, that's awesome. Yeah. I think that's something I love about building a project. We meet people that are prepared to be honest and respectful to each other, and it's going to build a fantastic channel for you guys to be a part of, because at the end of the day, like I say, the world has got enough people that like to talk nonsense in it, and we, you know, especially some of the mainstream media companies, come on, they're professional nonsense talkers, aren't they? You know, they print it. They print I'm not going to keep repeating that word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, but thank you very much for that, Joey. Absolutely massive respect there to Big George for his honesty. Joey also saying, well, I think we all expect Celtic to win. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, it's going that way. Like I say, Dundee's still trying though here. They're in possession at the minute, just inside the Celtic half of the pitch. Switching the ball from one side of the pitch to the other, and now a cross comes in, but Joe Hart comes out and gathers it, and now he will build again for Celtic from the back. But like I say, Dundee United not giving up just yet. So, disappointing to see empty seats in the stadium now for Dundee United. Some of the fans look like they've left early. Disappointed to see that so early in the game. Still a good 25 minutes to go, plus added on time. And like I say, you know, we all like to see our teams winning, but sometimes you have to accept that you know, your team needs the support when they're not always doing well. And it was always a tough ask for Dundee United tonight. And the best way they're going to find to get a result in this game is with the support of their fans. I understand fans will leave games early. I've done it myself, leaving a couple of minutes early before the end. But I wouldn't be leaving this early. I've never left the game this early. Normally, if you leave the game, it's normally like a couple of minutes early. And I've only ever done it once, and that was because I had my nephew with me, who was very young at the time. So obviously, didn't want him to be going to bed late when he had school the next morning. My team was losing, if I remember the game correctly. It was at Bolton Stadium against Tottenham, and we were losing 5-2. And I left a couple of minutes before the final whistle, just simply because, like I say, I had my nephew with me at the time who was very young, and I didn't want him to be losing too much sleep for being at the game too late. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Mini Mo is saying Wrexham still getting beaten 1-0. Oh, that's unfortunate, but as long as it's 1-0, they've still got a chance to grab an equaliser, mate. That's still a possibility. It's tight scoreline gives them the chance to potentially level the game. Ball's out on this near side at the moment for a throw-in. For Celtic, but I think Dundee United player there showing a little bit of frustration trying to keep hold of the ball, and the Celtic players didn't take too kindly to that. But yeah, thanks for that, Minimo. Appreciate the update, mate. I am keeping an eye on it when I can, but obviously trying to also talk to you guys as well. Maxime is saying, Joey, I support Liverpool LFC. Awesome, Maxime. like I said, it's awesome for you to admit that today of all days, because obviously a lot of fans wanting to jump on the bandwagon to try and wind up the Liverpool fans. But massive respect to you, Maxime and Joey, for still coming, getting involved in the stream today. Very massive respect. That's very manly, if I'm honest, because a lot of fans, when their team lose, they like to hide away and keep quiet. As I just actually said that to a fan today on social media, that I've not seen speak for a while, and his team's just won. And I actually said to him, "Oh, your team won. Your team's winning, so now you come out and talk." So yeah, my massive respect to you guys. Like I said, always show respect to fans that make the effort to still come and get involved when their team has had a bit of a poor result. But you guys showing that you're true football fans, coming on here and fronting it out. So thanks for that. Maxime also saying, I'm supporting Wrexham, Joey. Absolutely. Underdog, definitely. Totally respect that, mate, with the underdog being up against it in the game as well. So, yeah, we are a channel that do like to be quite supportive to underdog teams, I suppose. That's a fair assessment. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Maxime. Appreciate you sharing those thoughts, mate. Joey's saying, cool, Maxime. Excuse me. Joey is saying, I think that professional nonsense talkers. Sorry, I like that professional nonsense talkers. I don't understand that, Joey. Sorry, mate. You confused me there. I like that. Professional nonsense talkers. Right. I'm with you. You like the. Sorry, mate. My bad. I didn't quite understand. I think I was because I was reading it as one sentence, and I've just realised you put a comma there to separate. So yeah, my bad, mate. Apologies, but yeah, thank you very much. Like I say, I might not always be the most eloquent in my speech, but I believe in being honest and trying to say it as it is. And yeah, thank you very much, Joey. Yeah, that maybe, like I said, the media definitely professional nonsense talkers, aren't they? Some of them, anyway. At least the media, the newspapers, and one paper in particular, we know that is hated very much in Liverpool for its for the fact that it talks so much nonsense. And I'm not going to mention their name, but I'm sure you know which paper I'm talking about, mate. The most hated paper in Liverpool, and rightly so after what happened with the Hillsborough disaster. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Joey's also saying, is your nephew a Bolton supporter? No, mate. He's actually a Man United fan now. He's a Man United fan. But to be fair to him, you know, he's a grown man now. He's not a kid anymore. But at the time, I was trying to get him to be a Bolton supporter. And he did actually support Bolton for a little while when he was younger. But once Bolton dropped out of the Premier League, he lost interest, which I'm sure you're familiar with that with the youngsters. If they like to support the teams that win glory a lot of the time. So yeah, unfortunately, no, mate. He's a Manchester United fan, but I think he still has a bit of a soft spot for Bolton because obviously a lot of Bolton, my club, is very much part of my family. Some of my other relatives, Bolton fans as well. But yeah, I think he does have a soft spot still for Bolton. But and like I said, but no, unfortunately, he's gone to the dark side. No offense to United fan, but obviously you can understand. I'm a Bolton fan. Going to be switching from Bolton to United is going to the dark side. It really is. I'm not sure if you guys agree, but it is. An opportunity here for Celtic, but it's hit the side netting and ends up with a free kick for Dundee United. 5,000, just over 5,000 Celtic fans attending the game. I'm not sure how many Dundee United fans. I think it was quite a decent attendance to start with. But like I say, some of the fans seem to have left early because we're seeing a lot of empty seats now around the ground. Disappointing for that, but there you go, guys. Joey, there with, oh no, he's gone to the dark side. Laugh out loud. Yeah, mate. Yeah, he has. But like I say, like I say, I think he does have a bit of a soft spot for Bolton, but maybe he might not openly admit it. But yeah, you can understand. I have nothing against United as long as, obviously, until they play Bolton. When they play Bolton, it's a completely different story. But most of the time, I try to be respectful to their club. But yeah, it's got to be said. I'm a Bolton fan. You're raised in Bolton and then you switch to being a United fan. That's going to the dark side, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It really is. But unfortunately, that's modern football for you, isn't it? Celtic currently in possession on the halfway line. They're just slowing the game down at the moment. Dundee with all of their players behind the ball at the moment. But they are trying to press to get the ball back. And we're just coming up to 75 minutes gone, guys. If you're just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. We want you guys to feel a part of the Fandom project, part of the channel. And the best way we can do that is if you guys make the effort to come and get involved in the live chats on the show. That's why, that's part of the reason why we're doing a lot of live streams, so that you guys can get involved in the chats on the show. Yes, videos are great, and yes, we will be doing plenty of video content in the future. But with videos, obviously, you can't get involved in the same way. So as long as we are building the Fandom project, we will always be doing plenty of live streams so that you guys can feel part of the channel and the project. Celtic just switching the ball from left to right at the moment between their using their using their defenders at the back to move the ball from left to right. But Dundee keeping themselves very compact, which is totally understandable. Yes, it's looking like they're going to lose the game, but Dundee may need to count on goal difference later on in the season to make sure that they stay up. So obviously, you can understand they're trying to keep the scoreline to a minimum if they are going to suffer the defeat in this game, which is totally understandable. Celtic now moving the ball down that far side, looking to get across into the box, but they end up, for some reason, coming back towards their defence, and now they're just passing the ball back about, but unable to find any gaps at the moment in the Dundee United defence. Dundee with, like I say, very compact, tight defence with 5 at the back and 3 in midfield, as well as 2 up front, but they're keeping that really compacted in front of their goal. So it's making life difficult for Celtic to break them down. Celtic with an opportunity here, trying a weird angle shot there from O'Reilly, but ends up going wide of the post and goes behind for a goal kick. Joey's saying, yeah, my son better not come an adult and change teams. I would do so. I would disown him. Laugh out loud. He can't do that, mate. He can't do that. Surely he's got to be a proud Liverpool fan. I know you guys are having a bit of a tough time at the minute, but come on. One of the most successful clubs in English football is Liverpool. So that's one thing. No matter how many defeats you guys have in a season, one thing you can always be proud of is the fact that your club has been one of the most successful teams in English football. Celtic on the attack right now, coming into the box, and Dundee United managing to block that attempt, and it's gone behind for a corner to Celtic on this near side. Corner taken. It's deep towards the back post, and a good effort there from Celtic headed towards goal, but a good save there from the goalkeeper, managing to gather the ball, save it, and gather it, and stop that attack from Celtic. Oh, that thing's gone off again. A long ball up the field from the goalkeeper, but ends up giving possession back to Celtic. I don't understand why these teams like Dundee United don't try. I'm not saying play out from the back, but try attacking a bit more cautiously down the wings. Because if you lob a long ball forward like that, like Dundee United just did, the ball is just just encouraging Celtic to come back at you again, because you're not giving your team any kind of chance to have possession. Now, obviously, I know that a team like Dundee United are going to struggle to keep large portions of possession against a team like Celtic. But just kicking the ball long up the field when you're playing such a compacted defence and midfield is just going to mean that, like I say, it encourages Celtic to just come back at you again. So it doesn't seem like a wise decision. Just to let you guys know, in the other game that's going on tonight, the FA Cup, it's still Wrexham 0, Sheffield United 1. So no change in that game so far. The other games that have happened today, obviously, as most of you guys know, Brighton with a 2-1 victory against Liverpool in the Cup. Stoke winning a 3-1 against Stevenage. In the Scottish Premiership, there was a game earlier on between Livingston and Hearts. That finished 0-0. And there's also been some games in the Women's FA Cup today as well, but I won't be reading through all of them because quite a few games in that. Yeah, I think that brings you guys bang up to date. Obviously, we're building the Fanden channel, but considering maybe potentially doing another branch off to the channel as well for us to cover more football outside the UK. So I don't know what you guys think of that. Let me know if you like the idea of that. Obviously, the main focus will be the Fanden UK, Football Fanden UK channel, but I'm considering whether to possibly open a second channel where we could. It would still be part of the Fanden project, part of the Fanden family, but like I say, it would give us the option to potentially cover some games outside of the UK, like La Liga and the Bundesliga and stuff like that, and debate some football topics in like America and things like that. But like I say, maybe I'll mention it when we've got more fans on. See what you guys think of that. But yeah, Joey, if you're still there, mate, let me know what do you think of that. Because like I say, I like to get you guys feeling involved in stuff like this, and in some of the decisions we make with regards to moving forward with the Fandom project. But yeah, like I say, if any of you guys there, let me know your thoughts on that idea. Do you like the sound of that? We've got a free kick for Dundee United, and again, a long ball forward up the field, which just seems so strange and unlogical to do that when Dundee United struggling at the moment to have any kind of possession. But the referee has just blown for a foul. So a foul, and that results in a free kick for Dundee United, an opportunity for their players to move up the field a little bit here. Long ball forward from the free kick out to this near side, and it's bouncing and bobbling about, but then eventually it ends up with a Celtic player. Celtic managing to clear it up the field, but only as far as midway inside their own half, as now Dundee try to get some possession. Oh, come on. If that isn't a dive, what is Celtic play? Oh, my God. That is a dive. That is a dive. Oh, my God. Right. Okay. So we've just had an incident on this near side, right, and a little bit of a touch from the Dundee United player on the Celtic player. Celtic player, two of them, Dundee United player and Celtic player scrapping for the ball. The Celtic player managing to get away with it. As he's tried to break away, he's felt a little touch on the back of his leg from a Dundee United player. And yes, it wasn't necessary for the Dundee United player to do it, but it wasn't anything that should bring down the player. And the Celtic player dives to the floor as if somebody's just hit him with a cricket bat. Absolutely shocking. Do these players know that this is supposed to be an adult sport? It's a manly sport. The way that I see some of these players diving these days, it makes me question, in training, do they actually teach these players, professional players in the men's game, to be manly? I've seen better respect to each other as professionals from the ladies in the ladies' game, staying on their feet. In this, and that kind of stuff winds me up, guys. There's absolutely no need to go down on the deck like that just from feeling a little touch on the back of your leg. That is really poor from Celtic. They're 2-0 up and they feel the need that they need to do stuff like that. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking from what is supposed to be a far more superior team, and yet they feel the need to try and claim fouls for little slightest touch on the back of the calf. Honest, guys, I've just watched the replay in so much slow motion. There was nothing in it. Yes, the Dundee United player shouldn't have touched him, but it wasn't enough to bring him down. And the Celtic players just made the most of it. Really poor, that. Really poor. So, 85 minutes gone. Just gone 85 minutes gone, guys. Still 2-0 to Celtic. Got to be honest, I think it's been a reasonably decent performance from Dundee United. Celtic have managed to get the win without too much effort. They got the goal early on, and then they had the penalty, and it's kind of killed the game as a contest. I'm shocked to see how many Dundee United fans have left the stadium, because no disrespect, guys, but I know you want to see your team win. But if you're a football fan, you're there to also enjoy a game of football. You know what I mean? It's not just about the winning. As a football fan, you enjoy the game as well. And I know it's not as enjoyable when your team's winning, but it's still a football game. It amazes me that, I like to say, I mean, I suppose I shouldn't say too much. We're coming to the dying moments of the game, but I noticed the seats emptying from like the 60-minute mark, which is where there's still half an hour of the game left. So I'm really disappointed to see that from the Dundee United fans. I thought they were better than that. Joey is saying, don't really follow European that much, but will always tune into you. Suppose we'll learn from other fans. Like I say, it wouldn't be the main. It wouldn't be the main channel, mate. This would always be the main channel. But I was just thinking that obviously, we as football fans, we mainly concentrate on our own league. But I just thought that maybe an idea to potentially open another channel, because I don't want to start doing European games on this channel. This channel is very much exclusive to UK football. And yes, we do cover other nations when it's a World Cup or something like that, but that's a special occasion, isn't it? Generally, it's exclusive towards UK football. So I was just thinking that it might be a good idea to just possibly open another channel to be able to cover some other aspects of football around the world. And plus, it also might help us attract other fans that are interested in UK football but that support other teams in Europe. For example, like I say, Italy, Germany, the Spanish league, and as well as America as well, because the American league is becoming a lot more popular as well. And plus Australia, because in Australia, the game is growing. And there is a lot of fans in Australia that are interested in UK football. But the problem is attracting them to the channel because there's so much other competition on YouTube. So I'm just thinking that maybe building another channel alongside this one just as a backup. It could be like a backup channel, but it could give us more options and also help us attract more fans to the main channel, which is this channel. Like I say, my main focus would always be this channel, but a second channel could be supportive towards this channel. It's just an idea at the minute, Joey. It's not set in stone. I'm just kind of umming and ahhing about whether it be a good idea to potentially do another channel. I wouldn't be focused on it like I am this channel, but it could be an option to help support this channel and also help grow the FanDen community. But yeah, I just thought I'd suggest it, see what feedback I got off you guys, let you have a bit of input in that idea as well, because like I say, when I make decisions about the FanDen, with different ideas, I try to involve you guys where I can, so that you can share your own opinion, and that way I can take the opinion of you guys into account when I'm making decisions about the future of the FanDen project. But absolutely, mate, this channel would always be the main channel. It's just like I say, I think it might be potentially a good idea to give that idea some consideration to whether it could help the FanDen project as a whole, if you get my meaning. But I certainly wouldn't be focused on other leagues too much. It's just that the one thing I've noticed that there's certain games on a Sunday night. In the UK, we definitely very rarely have games on a Sunday evening in the UK. But one thing I've noticed is that other countries do have a lot of football on a Sunday night in the on Sunday nights. And plus, it could help us learn better about other players playing in other leagues that potentially could end up playing for a Premier League team or even a Championship team or a Scottish team in the future. So like I say, mate, at the minute, I'm just kind of umming and ahhing about the idea. Joey's saying, maybe football FanDen world. yeah. Like I say, I've actually got. I'm not going to say names. I've got a few ideas, but yeah, that's a great one, mate. Football FanDen world. Like I say, it just could give us other options to help us because, like I say, we're doing a lot of UK football, and we will continue that. That's always going to be the main focus. But I just think that it could be a good idea as to have another channel as a backup. To assist this channel, and also to give us a bit more options when like particularly in the summer as well, when there is no UK football, because there might not be no UK football, but as football lovers, we still love football. And in the summer, other countries do play when we're having summertime. And that's when it could be potentially helpful for us to keep building the FanDen project in a positive way. But like I say, mate, it's just an idea at the minute. It's not something I'm set in stone. And even if I did do it, I wouldn't allow it to distract from this channel, because, like I said, this is definitely the heart of the project. But thank you very much for that, Joey. Yeah, that's a great suggestion, mate. Football FanDen world. So we're coming up to the final moments of the game, guys. It's Dundee United 0, Celtic 2. 92 minutes gone, so we're into added on time, and it's kind of died as a contest so far now. Celtic just knocking it about amongst their own players, but from the only plus from a Dundee United point of view is that they have managed to keep the scoreline to a minimum, so that should help them keep their goal difference down with regards to competing against other clubs in the league that are in and around them. Joey is saying Give it give it a whirl, mate. You never know. Thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, appreciate that, mate. Appreciate the support. And like I say, if I did it, mate, it would definitely not be the main thing. It would be, like I say, if I did do that, it would be to assist this channel. It wouldn't be to go off. It wouldn't be to go off in a different direction. It would be obviously a slightly different direction, but it would be to assist the main channel, which is this one. And like I say, it would give us other options as well to try and attract other fans from around the world. Because as we know, the Premier League especially is very much a worldwide league. Fans all across the world interested in it. But because so many other YouTubers cover the Premier League, it makes it difficult to attract fans from different parts of the world. It's not impossible, as we've seen, because we've got some fans involved. There's some fans that come in, as you know. I think it's Maxime. Was it Maxime? I think. I can't remember. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Huffy Gamer, wasn't it? From India. Also, Pompey World that joins us. He's in America. So yeah, we are reaching out to other fans in the world. But just thinking that maybe another channel where we could cover other football around the world might help. But thank you very much for that, Joey. Appreciate the positive support, mate. And thank you. Like I say, I'll give it some consideration, but also I will also get you guys' opinion on it as well before I move forward with that idea, if I do move forward with it. But thanks, mate. Will Pike, hi. How's it going, Will? Thanks for dropping in, mate. Great to see you. Obviously, Will, another fan being involved in the Counter Attack League. Great to see you, mate. Obviously, almost done with this game. Appreciate you coming getting involved, though, mate. And if you could drop a like on the channel, on the show, it would be really appreciated, because likes help us get more visibility on YouTube. So there goes the full-time whistle, guys. It's finished. Dundee United 0, Celtic 2. A decent performance, I think, from Dundee United. There was a bit unlucky with regards to conceding that goal at the start of the first half. The start of the second half. They gave a good account of themselves in the first half, but in the end, Celtic just proving a bit too strong for them. And to be fair, this is a true reflection of the divide in Scottish football. The fact that basically Celtic didn't even have to get into second gear to beat Dundee United. So yeah, for me, disappointing to see this massive gulf in the two teams in Scotland. And it's about time the SPFL did something to address the financial balance in Scotland. But there you go, guys. It's finished 2-0 to Celtic, full time. And like I say, guys, not much else to say, really. It's been I think Dundee United, like I said, give a decent account of themselves. But like I said, always going to be a tough ask for them to get anything out of this one today, even though they was at home. But as we know, Celtic just too strong for them. Just too strong for them. So anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night, because, like I said, I've got some Counter Attack League fixtures to go and sort out. But I really appreciate you guys all coming, getting involved tonight. It's been a great show. We've had some fantastic conversation in the chat from you guys. And like I say, can't say it enough, guys. Thank you very much for all your positivity in the chat and embracing the principles of the Fandom Project. And like I say, really appreciate you guys coming, getting involved tonight, and making the effort to show support, especially to you guys that are English fans. I know maybe this might not be the most interesting game for you guys to watch or to get involved in. But like I said, we're trying to also make sure that the Scottish football fan community also feel welcome to come and get involved in the Fandom Project. But yeah, we'll be back to English football tomorrow with the FA Cup. So hopefully I will see you guys there. Final comment from Joey. Joey saying, thanks, mate. Gonna grab some food. We see you tomorrow if you're on. Absolutely, mate. Thank you very much, Joey, and enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. And yeah, enjoy your food. Enjoy whatever it is you're eating. I'm going to go and grab something to eat myself shortly. But also, like I said, got the fixtures to deal with in the Counter Attack League as well. But thank you very much, Joey. I appreciate you coming getting involved tonight, mate, especially considering I'm sure you're probably not very much in the mood for it after the disappointment of your team letting you down today. Because let's be honest, they did. I've not seen the game, but they did kind of let you down. But thanks, Joey. Take care, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Look after yourself and stay safe. And I'll see you again soon. Stevie, Alan, thanks, Stevie. Thanks, Joey, for your continued support. Absolutely. Well said, Stevie. Couldn't have said that any better myself, mate. Like I said, Joey, one of the fans, really showing amazing support on the channel, and all we can say for that is that it's not gone unnoticed, and it's very much appreciated. So yeah, well said, Stevie. But like I said, guys, that's it from me for now. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. If not, I'll hopefully see you again on a future stream. But take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.